conversation now.
Sit back down.
I'm sat.
Guess what, Morgan? We're sat. We're seated. That looks better. All right, how are the rolls? We're covered.
To prevent an audio disaster, I'm going to take one for the team this week, and I'm going to wear the headphones. Martina?
She
Do you see me?
did me leaning forward
No.
take you out of focus.
I think it's okay.
What
Gosh.
if I talked like this the whole time?
What a tragedy. Okay.
Are you sat?
I think I'm sat.
We're seated.
We're seated. Okay. Hi, Morgan.
Hi. How do we sound?
See, that was a little loud for you.
Okay, but this is how I normally.
This is how we normally
This
discuss.
is my normal.
We're sat.
We're sat.
Thank you for
Happy?
tuning in
Yes,
again.
again.
I don't know what episode number this is. I feel like I think this is going to be episode 6.
Oh my!
I know.
Look at us.
Look at us. I think when we first started this podcast, I was having some cycle things going on.
Yeah.
You know, and now it is the weekend of the rehearsal dinner of the Red Wedding.
You're still in the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, my rehearsal dinner phase can last a few days.
She's rehearsal feast.
If you
She's
get it,
an
you get
8-course
it.
feast.
And if you've never seen Game of Thrones and you don't know what the Red Wedding is,
Oh my!
don't Google it.
And you can't just go watch that one scene.
No, you wouldn't
won't
understand
It won't
the lore.
hit you. You need the lore, and it won't hit you as hard.
Oh gosh.
I recommend Game of Thrones to everybody I pass on the street. Have you
Listen.
watched Game of Thrones? No. Drop what you're doing. Drop it. Go.
Go. You should be speaking to that one.
I was like this person on the street over here.
Oh, okay,
Go.
I see.
Well, if you tuned into last episode, you heard and I can't talk about it too much or it'll just send me again.
We'll just get tickled.
all over again. Our $10 acai bowl debacle, our acai soup.
The soup.
You heard our woes with that. The funny thing about that is that day we all went out to dinner together.
We did.
Myself, my husband, Allison, her husband, and Dalton and Lauren. And Allison, how did your dinner go? Did you get full? Did you get fulfilled?
No.
Did you eat too much?
No. So that Monday was just
It was a Monday.
the day of such grievances revolving around food.
Revolving around.
What we didn't, I don't know if we mentioned it in the episode, but my breakfast was not great. It wasn't seasoned properly. And then the acai bowl
You gotta have proper seasoning on that avocado.
was not the right texture. And then to wrap it all up, we go to Longhorn. I almost said Outback.
Oh wow.
Who's been to Outback?
I don't like Outback.
And did I press record on this?
Okay. Freaking hope so.
Sorry.
Got a
We
little
go-
spooked.
I'm always spooked. We go to Longhorn and we get our little, our food, our appetizers. We're living
Cheese
life.
fries, dragon fruit margarita,
Then I got my steak
steak and
I'm
sweet
eating
potato.
it, and it's a little busy, and our waiter is
He wasn't bad.
he's overly attentive in the things that we don't need him to be attentive on,
Yes.
constantly checking in when there's still waiting, thanks, I don't really know how to describe it, but just I don't want to say he was overbearing. He was just there. It was you look over, there he was.
He was there, but
He was sad.
but yet he wasn't.
And he
But
wasn't.
he was really nice. I actually told Troy when we got home that night. I was like, I think you need to try to recruit him to sell insurance for us.
They were also dealing with a boiled water advisory.
Yes.
So it made the whole place out of sorts. Anyway.
Do you think other regions listening to us understand what that is?
What?
Is that an Eastern Kentucky thing?
All of this to say, they were messing with our water, and we weren't allowed to drink it unless you boil it for 3 minutes, and you couldn't brush your teeth. It was such a thing. I'm actively cutting my steak. Okay, I have about this much left of a 6-ounce sirloin. I'm chewing it. I make the rookie mistake of placing my knife and my fork on my plate after I cut and took a bite, and I'm still chewing it. And then I look down. And
Shrek, I'm looking down.
And the waiter just takes my plate, and I'm chewing, and I'm looking at my husband, and he's looking at me like,
Are you done?
"Were you done?"
And none of us know what's going on at the table.
And I look at him and I go, he's like, "Were you going to say anything?" And I was like, I guess I am done.
My mouth was full when it was being taken. So what was I supposed to do?
I was like, I guess, and then I started to take the waiter's side of the story. He's like, "Well, were you done?" And I was like, yeah, I was done. I'm done. I needed to be done. I should have been done. And then I just got so tickled that all 3 meals of that day were either bad, or cut short,
or ruined by us.
And I was laughing so hard.
Her face was so red. It's almost like she wasn't breathing. And I looked at her husband and I was like, "What'd I miss?" And he just, I'm like, "But wait, what happened?"
So I'm trying to tell everyone the story and I can barely breathe. And it's funny because everyone who knows me knows that I'm such a people pleaser and I don't like confrontation.
I don't like confrontation.
And so he took my plate and I just said, "I am done. I was done."
I would have done the same thing. Lauren would have bit his hand off.
She would have said, bring
"Hold on. I'm not done with my cheese fries." Lauren will. And didn't she say that? When
she was
got
like,
the
"Oh
story
my
out,
gosh, you
you
should have
didn't
said
tell him?"
something." And I was like, "Oh God, I froze."
As somebody who's been a server before, if there is food, especially a steak, and their steaks aren't cheap. So when you've got a steak on your plate, however much, in my head, I'm like, I got to double check that this person is done before I take these expensive pieces of their steak away from
what
them.
if I wanted to take it home, bro?
There was nary a mention before he just...
And my sweet potato, I really wasn't done with her either.
Well, you need to eat faster next time.
Moral of the story, don't put your utensils on your plate unless
It's
you're...
apparently the 2025 signal for take it away. They're done.
It reminds me of that. Have you been to that one Chinese buffet downtown like years ago when they were in their prime?
No.
Oh.
I've never been to it even now.
They will
less
circle,
in their
wait for
prime.
you to leave your plate, like look away from it, and they're taking it. They're on top of it.
I don't understand.
I don't know either, but...
It's just interesting. It's a social interaction. That's all it is. He was maybe just thinking in his head, here's what I have to do, and blah, blah, blah. And these people have been here I don't think we were there for a while.
We weren't there. I mean, we were there for a while, but we weren't
waited on our food
lollygagging.
for a bit. We had to wait for a table for a little bit.
But we didn't lollygag.
We didn't lollygag. But if we're talking about social interactions, is she blinking?
She's blinking.
What do we do?
Get sat is cursed, everyone. We are cursed.
It really is. What do we do? I
We're
love
just-
this angle of me.
I don't know, Morgan. Keep talking.
Okay.
Milk it as long as possible. She's going to go dark.
Speaking of awkward social interactions, let's talk about the blue milkshake.
The blue milkshake.
The blue milkshake.
Oh, my. So, we go on a shoot for Mountain Movers, where we work. And we are going to this little mom pop shop.
Yeah, it was my first time there. It was like a soda shop / drugstore, old school Cokes, that whole setup.
Yes. And we go in, we call ahead to make sure we can shoot there. They said as long as we purchase things, which rightfully
Which we
so.
were.
And then Lauren proceeds to tell them we need 2 milkshakes that I really wanted to tell the woman, these won't be
They're not going to be
consumed.
drank. We are going to pay
Because-
for them. We're not hoping that you...
Because little
Give them for
Brittany
free.
is dairy free and Lauren's just not going to down a milkshake at 10 o'clock in the morning. None of us wanted to. But the girl was so nice, but she was very obsessed with wanting to know what the color
what
palette
the colors
was going to be.
of the shirts that we were shooting were. And if I'm remembering correctly, Lauren didn't start off by saying,
I need them.
I need colorful
She said
milkshakes.
fun.
She just said some fun milkshakes, and maybe should have worded that differently. Maybe Lauren was picturing, I want the whipped cream and the cherry. Do you have like a fun striped straw? Maybe
Just like
that's
a vintage look.
Just a vintage look. Do you have, make sure this comes in a cute glass. Don't give it to me in a styrofoam to-go cup. So then the girl is like, well, what color shirts are you shooting? Lauren was like, well, I mean, I'm wearing one. So we've got some purple. We've got, you know,
And
some
the girl was like,
yellow.
well, so like I really think that's a blueberry cheesecake.
You need
vibe.
you need like
So we
something
some
blue.
And then she wanted to have her do something pink, and Lauren was like, I don't want this to look like a gender reveal.
For a gender reveal. And
And so we settle on a vanilla and the blueberry cheesecake.
because this girl, and then she kept asking, she's like, well, what color are the other shirts? Is it going to go with your other shirts? And
She was so worried about the colors.
she was worried about this milkshake popping in the photos. Like, what color shirts are you doing? I'll match it to it. And
That's not the vibe
it wasn't the vibe. We just needed the milkshake
We
for it to
wanted
look
it
like
for lifestyle moments.
they had a milkshake. So we take a few photos while the milkshakes are being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren and Brittany go out to my car to get the next shirts that we want to shoot in there with the milkshakes. So Allison and I are sitting at the little bar top they have. We're watching her make the milkshakes. We
very
see that
tediously, by the way.
very tediously. We see her make the vanilla one. The vanilla one sat. I look away for a bit, and the next thing I hear is Allison going, Morgan, that's not blue. And in my head, I'm like, wait, what's not blue?
I was like,
I look
watching.
over. It looked like a cookies and cream milkshake.
It looked like cookies and cream. There was no tone. It was very gray.
It was a gray. It was more vanilla than the vanilla.
We will drop the photos
Yes.
into the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I wouldn't have been bothered.
No.
Had she not made such
a big deal
over the color scheme.
You want a blue? That's the blueberry cheesecake.
And
Oh, that blue color. The blue colors, blue colors, blue colors. That's all I heard for 5 minutes straight out of this woman,
So-
just to be handed a white milkshake and a gray milkshake. I didn't know a milkshake could be gray.
You're getting a little loud.
I'm very passionate about this.
And so I was expecting a nice Smurf blue color.
Yes.
Okay.
A little cotton candy action, maybe.
And it was bothering me that she had put so much attention on it being blue, and I'm watching it being made, and I'm like, there's two milkshakes there, and they're both very white. And there was a nice layer of whipped cream,
No cherry.
no cherry. For the
What
vibe.
kind of 50s diner milkshake bar has no maraschinos on standby?
I really wanted to ask if they had cherries, but then I was like,
After the
couldn't.
whole blue thing.
Just like between the blue thing,
She
and
would have
then
asked
I
us
was-
what color cherry we wanted.
I was thinking on, wasn't it the night before? Wasn't that the Longhorn situation?
Yes.
And so I was thinking,
It was a week of
gosh, I
interesting
just
social
can't
interactions.
Speak up. Now, the good news is Lauren was not really concerned about it being blue. So she was happy with the result.
Did I not say, I'm like, is Lauren going to say something when they get back in here?
I was like,
I thought she was going to.
that's why I was getting nervous, because I was like, oh no.
Oh, no,
She's going to
Lauren's-
come back in. We're already on a time crunch.
Yeah.
This milkshake's not blue. She's going to have to like
Now this is
ask her to
awkward.
remake it, even though she would ask her to remake it because Lauren is a big girl and can speak up.
Yes.
We can't.
We can't. I can't. My vocal cords just get codlocked.
I want to tell a quick story.
Okay. I'm excited.
I went to get my toes done this past summer,
Oh, okay.
and the color that I picked out wasn't really vibing. Oh,
Well, friends, this is where I depart.
hang on. Let's take a quick, don't move. I'm not going to turn anything off. I'm going to see if my little external
I'm not
battery
moving.
thing will.
Let me get.
And I promise I'm not trying to sabotage your angle, but
no.
we only have one battery for that camera. We need to order some more.
Put it on the to-do list.
That's got to happen. I
Battery.
mean, the people need to see your
The people
your beautiful
need-
face up close and
I mean,
personal.
even though it's bad hair day on the podcast, I keep looking at it. Why? I never look at that thing when it's recording. Why, when it's off, am I looking at it?
I wish you would look at it more. But I will never tell you.
but I'm having a conversation with you.
I know. I really like to look at you. I wish the camera was like your eyeballs.
I'm just gonna
you could just wear my Ray-Ban glasses.
Perch it on my shoulder.
I could put them on and that could be your cutaway.
Interesting. Can we try it real quick because we've never tried it?
Sure, I'll have glasses and headphones on.
Do we still need the headphones? I mean, we're so deep now. What can we do anything if the audio is trash? We've already devoted so much time.
You're not wrong.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see what that gives.
Battery. Gosh, I'm gonna look like a freak.
No.
Okay,
I think
they're
those look good on you.
blinking.
Look
Hang
at
on.
us now.
Wake up, Meta.
You got a hair
Are you
hanging off
there?
of it. Do you see it? She blinked. Oh, the hair's coming out of your own head.
Oh, Meta was saying something. Okay. Hey, Meta, take a video. All right, we're sat. I'm going to put these down, so hopefully the audio is okay.
I think we're fine.
So
this is fun.
I went to get a pedicure.
Yes, pedicure last summer. We were talking about not speaking
the
up.
The color wasn't great, okay? But that wasn't my grievance.
Okay.
They asked me if I wanted something to drink, okay? Because I got the deluxe package.
Did you go to the one by Kroger that I always go to?
I did.
Okay.
I really like it there.
I do too.
So I got a little orange juice, okay? Because it was morning. And I start looking over as they're scrubbing my feet, and gnats are beginning to circle my beverage, okay? Mm-hmm. Not one or two. Like, first it's one or two, and I'm like, oh, they're leaving the doors open. It's fine. Every time I look over, there's more gnats.
There's more gnats. It's a town hall meeting on your orange juice.
I'm not even exaggerating. It got to the point where it looked like there was a rim on the glass, like a margarita or something.
A sugar rim of gnats.
Of all gnats. And when he's done with the pedicure, he looks at me and goes, "Are you enjoying your beverage?" And I said yes. And he was like, "Do you want another?" He was like, "Would you like some more?" Because like they're, and I'm like, no, thank you. And I was trying to text Paige like what was happening with the gnats, and I wanted to send a photo, but I couldn't. I was too afraid. So,
and you didn't like the color polish.
It was okay. It just wasn't what was on the little thing. It worked.
One of my favorite parts of going to the nail salon is losing the skin on my feet, because I won't tell them that it's too hot. I don't think I've ever. The temperature fine?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
It's great.
Or it's ice cold. And I'm like,
like, it's fine. It is fine.
Gosh, to be a grown up and be able to just
speak your mind.
My thoughts. Wow,
man,
what a revelation that would be.
Lauren lives so freely.
She really does. I need to take some like really good like.
She needs to host like a.
She needs to
like
host a seminar on how to
speak your mind.
Speak your mind.
Not happy with something? Here's how to tell somebody.
I can immediately text you or send you a voice memo about all the things
we love
that I'm
podcasting our grievances to each other.
I can complain. I can literally look at someone and say, "Oh yeah, no problem," and then message you and be like, "What the crap?" And then like I just can't let it out.
No, I could grieve all day to you or Troy or anybody else, but not to the grievance. Can't do it.
No.
I mean, I guess if we're still talking about social interactions, this just popped in my head. Not really grievance, but it was kind of a grievance. So we got an email.
We did.
From somebody who is... Are you...
The Metas just died.
GD kidding me.
Did you hear the sound?
I heard the sound.
It made such a sad sound.
And we're cursed.
We're cursed. The batteries.
What? The parcel that we sit on in here, is it some kind of burial ground?
We need to put salt on the ground or something.
Make a circle around us.
Continue. That'll be your cutaway. I don't know what to tell you.
Dalton comes in here. Looks like
come sit next to me.
It's a sacrifice. He's going to sacrifice himself.
Can we both fit?
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh, I'm just going to put my arm around you. Let's scoot in.
All right. So we got an email.
We did.
Somebody who said they subscribed to us on the YouTube.
Are you looking at this camera?
No, I was looking at the ceiling and don't know why. This person said,
let me grab it. Hang on. All right, you lean back. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Yeah, this is good. We're sad.
we're sat.
Okay, first of all, we got an email we were really excited about.
Yes. So
And
they subscribe to us on YouTube.
yes, they really enjoy the
love.
podcast. And like, I was so thrilled that like someone took the time. Gosh, Morgan, we text
We text a lot.
quite a bit. I'm doing it like the way I need to do this.
When you call me.
Okay. The email. First of all, she said, "Hey, I subbed to you on YouTube. I love your podcast. Can I request something for you all to do that would be fun?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, of course. Like, send it over."
And we were excited to hear back.
we were.
So excited to hear back.
She
Do you want to hear a funny joke, though?
What?
When I positioned my hair today on this bad hair day, it was to be looked at from this side. And now I'm being looked at from this side.
Well, now it's more straight on. Lean in this way a little bit more. This way we're both in there.
All right.
So it said, "Can you two do?" Can you do?
email?
It is a legit email. Can you do a plug each other's noses contest in your next pod? You sit and face the camera and plug each other's noses close tight for 8 minutes. You do a Q&A or get to know us, would you rather questions. But you can't let go of each other's noses for the entire video. The person who lets go the most amount of times is the loser and has to do a dare. It would be funny and unique. And she sent a link reference.
I'm afraid to click
So
on that
shout
link.
out to you, Rachel, for sending that. But I don't think that's our journey.
That's not our journey. And I'm wondering, I mean, is that what kids are doing in 2025?
Did you ask Piper?
I need to.
Mention it to Piper.
I'm going to mention it to Piper. But I'm like, is this one of these like ice bucket challenge things? Like
or one of these like Tide Pod.
the Tide
Eat the
Pod,
cinnamon.
all the cinnamon. And so, no, that's not. We won't be
We
doing
won't
that.
be doing that. I couldn't even imagine plugging your nose. Like, how weird.
I wouldn't be able to get sentences out.
No, maybe that's
I would
part
be
of it.
laughing.
We have a very easy time laughing
Yes.
on this podcast. I don't think we need to.
We don't need to add.
We don't need to tempt it.
No, our antics are already at top level.
They are.
The antics are anticing. King. The antics are antics.
This white shot. It's so funny.
Why are we so stupid?
I could have moved the Osmo to just be on the one chair, but no.
She would have died. I can't believe how many things died today besides our spirit.
Listen, the lights are still going strong.
The
Audio, this camera's fine. It's just that one. We need more batteries.
It's on the
You
list.
just send it.
My bun is stuck in the clover. Do we have anything else?
I think that's it. Really.
I don't think we don't need to cut anything away from this episode.
No, I'm
I
gonna
want
let
the
it roll.
people to see everything.
I want you all. You know, if you watch
This
this
is
whole
us.
thing or listen to it, you're the real MVP. You deserve all of the chaos.
Yes.
So,
They deserve the chaos?
yeah, to hear it all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant like you
No.
deserve to have chaos
They
in your
deserve
life.
to get to witness it all. I'm not going to cut it away and make it look perfect. Remember like that one time I posted an episode that had a whole 5 minutes
Of us
our
just-
pre-record and I had no
of us
idea.
just
So
rambling.
my husband pointed it out that I was bad-mouthing him and I really wasn't, but I
At
could
least-
understand where he was coming from.
Yeah. At least, it didn't catch us any other time.
Nope. Okay. Well,
I'll leave everybody with this. You have heard Allison and I go back and forth on me watching her show recommendations the past two times.
yes,
I have mentioned, yes, I started The White Lotus. I put The White Lotus down, but I'm currently hooked on Tell Me Lies.
Oh, you're hooked?
I am. I don't remember what episode I stopped on last night, but I wore my eyes out to where I
Nice.
couldn't read much of the new book that I was so
That
excited
makes
to
my heart so happy
start.
because Tell Me Lies is such a good show.
I'm
It deserves all of the
I love the way
recognition.
that it's filmed with like the flash forward, flash back, what's going on now, and then they just keep giving these little glimpses of weird
Glimpses.
stuff that's going on behind the curtain.
It's a show for the millennials. I'm telling you.
It is.
It really is. If you
It
went
is.
to college anywhere between 2006 and 2010, you're going to understand all the things, all the soundtrack, all of it. It's so great.
So I do like it.
Well, I'll follow up with you next week and see where you are.
Hopefully. How many seasons are there?
Only 2.
Oh, I should be done by next week.
Season 3, I
mean-
believe, is in production. If it isn't, I'm gonna have to send a letter to someone.
Oh, and these are books too, right?
There's only 1 book, and they just took like, oh, here's a couple names. Let's make a show. It's nothing like the book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boring.
I know the book really went. The show, I
Went
actually
sideways.
like. This is the one time I'm like happier with where the show went with it than staying on the book. So I'm okay with it.
Well,
All right. Well, we are literally
we're
sat,
sat.
and we're going to get unseated because we got things to do.
Got things to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
All right. We'll see you next week. I kind of want to cheers.
Our mics?
Yeah. I can't. Oh wait.
Oh,
I was hooked. Bye.